So in today's video, I will be sharing with you my most used photography and lighting gear of 2021 aside from my camera and lens. So hi everyone, this is Jiggie, a portrait and wedding photographer from the Philippines, and welcome to the channel. So before anything else, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel and would want to learn more about off-camera flash photography or maybe just photography in general, then this channel is for you. So you might want to consider subscribing, and while you're at it, click that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you want to see more of my images, you can always find me on Instagram. It's at Jiggie Alejandrino. So 2021 was really a wonderful year when it comes to YouTube. I was able to share a lot of content with you guys, and to be honest, I have my favorite of the gear that I actually use. So if you guys have been watching the channel, you know a lot of this gear that I will be talking about, and you know how I've been using it. So let's start off because there's quite a lot. I think there's about 1, 2, 3. Maybe about a little bit over 10, but not all are very expensive. Some are actually relatively affordable, but I can't live without them. So the first one, of course, my favorite backdrop from Kate Backdrop. These are my hand-painted ones. Basically, they're rolled up like this. They're canvas backdrops, hand-painted. So the nice thing about these things is that basically, well, number one, it's very easy to store. And number two, it really gives a lot of depth to your images. Plus the fact that it is hand-painted. In other words, you're getting a one-off every time. So I may order a backdrop that's very similar in terms of color, but since it is produced as a one-off, every backdrop will be different. So it's actually nice. So it's like very personalized for you. Now, I also have my favorite modifier. This has been my modifier of choice for my weddings, for, well, basically a lot. If you ask me what modifier I'll be bringing, this one will always be in my bag. This is the Nanlite Lantern Softbox 60. The thing that I like about this modifier, it just gives beautiful soft light even for this size, and it just spreads light all over. It's wonderful light modifier. You know, just check out the rest of my videos in this channel. You'll see how often I actually use this modifier. Aside from that modifier, of course, it needs to be powered by this light. This has been my go-to LED light for year 2021. This is the Nanlite Forza 60B. The nice thing about this Nanlite Forza 60B is that you can see it's very small. At the same time, it is bicolor. In other words, I can change the color temperature of my light to match that of my existing ambient light. It goes, I think, from 2700 Kelvin to about 7000 Kelvin. Well, I'm actually not sure because I always go to 32 and 56 only, and the color temperatures in between. This thing can be powered via an ordinary AC outlet or a V-mount or NPF battery. That's why I love bringing this around, and it's so tiny. So my Nanlite Forza 60B. But of course, I also have to have a flash, and my flash of choice is this one, my Sony f60RM. The Sony f60RM is always triggered using this one, the WRC1M. And one of the reasons why I love this with this flash, well, I also made a video on why I think it's the best flash out there. But one of the reasons why I love this flash is really for you guys. Because by using this when I do videos, I am actually able to show you the exact power that I am using because I can control this flash through the in-menu system of my Sony camera, so long as I'm also using a Sony trigger. So basically, aside from it being consistent and it's being very reliable, oops, sorry, the background fell, being very reliable, this thing really helps me share with you guys the knowledge of flash photography. Now, this thing won't work without this one, my Eneloop Pros. This thing, if you guys are gonna be using a flash, a speed light like this, you have to be able to get batteries like this one. These Eneloop Pros, the nice thing about it is that they recycle really fast, and they're very consistent. Plus, since it is Eneloop, it holds the charge, so even if I don't use it for a month, it still have about 80% power. Okay, so what's next? So I have my Eneloops here. And in order for it to have power, I also have my favorite charger of 2021. Guys, you just have no idea on how often I've said thank you for this charger because in this one kit here, I'm able to charge 4 of my batteries, my Sony FZ batteries. At the same time, I can also charge 4 of my NPF batteries because there's another adapter here, NPF battery, to power my Nanlites, and they charge really fast. Plus, it's just charged by one USB brick like this, and I have also for AA to charge my any loops, and they're all powered using this one. So that's why it's fantastic. It's all in one small case, very easy to bring around. Okay, so I have my flash system out here. Let's move this here. I have my flash system out here. But in order for me to modify these flash units, these two have been real favorites of mine. The first one is the Phottix Cerberus. What is this Phottix Cerberus? Basically, it's a flash mount. It's a clamp type flash mount that I put my flash here. But the best thing about it, it's got a Bowens mount. In other words, I can use any Bowens type modifier like this one, the Nanlite. I can just install this here and power it either using this one, my continuous light, or my flash. This one also has a tilting bracket and an umbrella holder. However, I have one real favorite, and it is this one. This is called the MagMod Mag Shoe. There is a limitation though with this mag shoe. You can only mount an umbrella type modifier or the MagMod modifiers. The nice thing about it is all you have to do is clip it on this cold shoe, and it's very sturdy. And my favorite is this pistol grip. I'll just mount this on my light stand, and it's very easy for me to tilt my flash and direct it to the direction that I want it to face. So the MagMod Mag Shoe. Now, what else is here? Aside from that, let's now go to the heart of the entire camera, which is this one. My Sony Tough cards. These things are, this is a 300 to 299. At the same time, there's I think a 270 and 150 version, which is half the price, but I prefer the 300 299s. One thing I love about these Tough cards, there we go. You can drop it, you can do whatever it is, you're not gonna destroy it. This has been my best investment for 2021, the Sony Tough cards. And of course, you need something like this. It's a USB-C UHS-2 reader, which allows me to really maximize the speed of these cards whenever I'm transferring to the computer. So I'll just put it here anyway. But basically, this is really all about the Sony Tough cards. So once you're done with your shoot, and basically you have to save everything in your computer, this has been a lifesaver. This is a SanDisk 1TB SSD. The beautiful thing about this SSD is this one is the ultra fast one. There's even a newer version that's ×2. I think this is 1000 megabytes. There's another version that's already 2000 megabytes. I'm actually considering getting one 2022. But this one has been my working drive. In other words, I don't even remember the last time I actually saved in my internal hard drive. I work off these things all the time, so I can work in this big computer here. I can work on my laptop, or basically work in any person's computer because all my files are in here. And then last but not the least is this one. This is the one that made my editing, since all my files are already in the computer, right? This one made my editing so effortless. This is the TOURBOX Neo. This is an editing console. The nice thing about this editing console is that you can customize all these buttons, this one, all these things, to suit your needs. And it works for every application, like with Final Cut Pro, with Capture One, with Photoshop. Everything just works with this TOURBOX Neo. So I think that's it. I brought out everything that I really used during 2021 creating content for you guys and my actual shoots. Of course, these are my non-camera lens accessories, or these are basically just, this is chargers for the computer and everything, but these are the things that for me made 2021 a lot easier. So again, it's my Nanlite Forza 60B, my Sony f60RM, my WRC1M, my Anyloop batteries, my X-Star charger, my Phottix Cerberus, my MagMod Mag Shoe, my Sony Tough SD card, my SanDisk 1TB SSD, and my TOURBOX Neo, plus of course my Nanlite lantern, softbox the Lantern 60, and finally my Kate backdrop. hand-painted 5 foot by 7 foot backdrop. I have a ton of these. You guys will see it in the video. So for you guys who are familiar with the channel, you've seen it all the time and you know how I really rave about these backdrops, okay? So I'll put a link to all these products in the description below. I'm actually not sponsored by any of these things. So maybe MagMod and Sony. But all these things were either sent to me or I actually purchased them. And for me, it really made my life easier, okay? So I really did enjoy creating content this 2021 for you guys. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed the videos too. And if you have any special requests, leave them in the comment section below and let's see. So with this video, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, again, please do consider subscribing to the channel. And while you're at it, click that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you want to see more of my images, you could always find me on Instagram. It's at Jiggie Alejandrino. Okay, bye guys.